self-taught artist in Austin, Texas. When she isn't writing, she's doodling. Please welcome Jordan.
Mic check.
Oh, you're here! Hi. My name is Jordan Cooley. I do want to thank Hazem for having us here tonight. Super excited to hear you read after me. A little preface to the poems I'm reading. They are cheesy and
Yes.
Yeah. It's something that I've never really allowed myself to lean into. So yeah, I'm really excited to share this with you. Without further ado. Last fall, I watched a man in a coffee shop set his coffee cup in the middle of his table, brace himself on either side, and lean in to slurp loudly. And I have no idea who has that kind of audacity to go to a coffee shop and buy the coffee knowing that it's piping hot, and not even set it close to them to slurp, but set it in the middle and then lean, right? Who does that? And it made me think of how I hold my own cup. As a little girl, I would sit at our living room coffee table, hot chocolate perched on the edge, and I would watch as the steam would rise and dance and move with my breath. I would lean forward and meet the cup with my lips. I was afraid to hold such a hot thing, such a full thing. I knew how not to spill myself. And my mom would say that that's no way to act, that I must wait for it to cool and bring it to my lips. And that's how we are to love. Women make the object of affection come to her. We wait for the person to cool enough to handle. We know how not to spill a too full cup. And as I'm learning how to hold a cup delicately, I have found things that my mom didn't explain. That what I can handle changes from day to day, from drink to drink. That even when it is too hot, I can press it into my chest and smile at the flooding warmth, and that even when it is cool, there are hidden notes of cherry or jasmine or, peach. And how miraculous is that even when the heat is gone, there's still something to savor. And I, like this man, have been eager and nervous, burning my lips on a too hot cup or trembling with someone too full. But I'm also learning that there's more than one way to love. That it's okay to be eager and nervous. And it's okay to wait for the cooling. That I am okay with my trembling. And that I'm finding that I'm no longer afraid to have people see whom I have loved on my chest. And so I say this next part in a whisper, because I'm not really sure what to do with this grief. One night our voices cracked, and suddenly our bedroom was too small to hold us. How had we outgrown even the comfortable cold nights, where my feet found the back of his knees easily, holding the warmth between us. Holding the warmth between us. I could feel the past 3 years there, small and tight. It held our harsh words with such fierce kindness. It made all of this soft. I wish I could say that I could still hold him. But he had grown, and my hands didn't know how to hold such a different person in the same body. And he said he struggled with the same thing, that he didn't know how to hold a woman who didn't know how to hold herself. And so my voice cracked that night, and the kitchen was too small to hold us. small to hold us. And I wish I could have stopped crying. Go back. I wish I could have stopped crying, could unhear him fall in love with another woman. Go back to only a whisper of it. This grief holds so much space now. I find it in the dust, on the carpet, on the bookshelf. It makes my throat dry, and the bed a looming emptiness. It does not know how to hold me, chases me to the couch where I find myself weeping and waking each morning asking, how do I hold myself again? You know, I've learned that becoming is a really lonely process. You know, it's been bursting into tears when a customer walks through the door who has a similar mustache that he had, because I swore that it was him. It's walking away from totaling my car, a homeless woman holding my hand, telling me how lucky I was that I missed the bicyclist that surprised me awake, how I should have known that I shouldn't have been driving, because 3 beers is too much whenever you haven't eaten and you haven't slept and there's a hole in your sternum. It's my friends driving 3 hours to hang out with me on my first day off alone, so I wouldn't be too alone. It's downloading Tinder. And the 28-year-old man almost singing, "What damage do you bring from your childhood?" as if I would break in that coffee shop. And that his manly hands were the only thing that could hold such a fragile woman. It's me oversharing all the time with every boutique shopkeeper as they ask me, "You looking for anything in particular?" And I say, "No, I just moved into my first apartment by myself and I own nothing because my ex-partner owns everything." And I guess I get to start again. And it's one of them giving me a bundle of sage to reclaim this space. And I have lit and set it at my feet 3 times now, hoping to call this body home. It's one of my customers telling me that I seem a bit brighter. It's buying a peach and forgetting about her, finding her wet underneath apples, and yet still cutting into her, setting her on a plate, and marveling at how I am also so messy and so soft and so sweet. It's remembering the vibrant blue sky of Alaska, the Portland roses, dusty West Texas, the soft morning light that we got to call ours for a whole year, and allowing myself to mourn that this is the end. And it's finally accepting that I can't blame him for his grief, that this loss of self wasn't his fault, that this mourning has been for me, that the pain is growing into a new here. And it's finding out that I didn't know how foreign this body had become until now. Thank you all.